Welcome back to Dinset's Techie Now Badass. I'm your arrogant host, Von Fry. Tonight, we're going to be playing my first wrestling game since, what was it, 1998's WCW versus NWO Revenge. That was a pretty decent wrestling. It wasn't very deep. Guys kind of just got concussed by getting enough power bombs, from Kevin Nash, or kicks upside the head. There was somebody who could do a super kick. I think you could probably get speared into oblivion. Yeah, it was a game. And I had a pretty decent time with it. I thought I might have been running into a little bit of a sound issue. Maybe not. If I am, you guys will let me know in the chat, right? I'm assuming something like that, surely. I know WWE's kind of cringe right now. And I thought, what better in my arsenal than something equally cringe? Monster. So we're going to be having a monster tonight. Not a big wrestling or sports game. I know. I don't count on me playing a lot of sports games. The last Madden I played was the one with Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady on the cover. And before that, the last one I played, well, the last NFL football game I played was ESPN's. It was the ESPN one from like the 2005 roster. Was it 2000? It was the one that got in a lot of trouble because it released on Xbox for $20 and the NFL had a shit over their license being devalued. So then they signed an exclusive deal with EA Sports, and now you have what you got now. 2K. Oh, man, NFL 2K was a line for a bit. And I think that was Sega's sports line, was to call stuff 2K, like 2000. I think it was a Sega thing. And then I think they might have sold it off, and now it's somebody else. It may not be Sega at all. I'm telling you, this stuff kind of goes back. I think WWE's in a similar situation where they're not letting anybody except who they have the exclusive deal with make wrestling games. So each year you get your one wrestling game, and it's probably a sad and pathetic state. I know that this game is big on the price gouging. Let's see, Monster, right? Should look good. Let me see. We're drinking Monster. We did the mash. We did the Monster Mash. The Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. I'm getting stuck with R words in Overwatch. You have to just stop. When you get 3 losses in a row, you never recover in the same night. It's something about Overwatch is that the game knows where you should be. And if you start losing, it's going to be like, oh, we should put all the people in a losing streak together and let them sort it out. So it only gets worse. That's why teams, back in the day even, you'd be in a group and we'd be kicking ass. Then, well, we lost 1. Let's keep going. When you lose 2 in a row, well, it was good seeing you guys. I'll never see you again. Bye. And then that was pretty much it. And you made enemies. Hello, Paper, Nowhere, Arnold, Sweet Tea, everybody. Do stick around for the members chat tonight, guys. We've got some spicy news that I didn't correctly write down, so I may have to get to that. You may have to refresh my mind on some things here. I know we have the JP Morgan situation. And then other than that, I know there were some other things I wanted to talk about. So I may have to take a few minutes to kind of look over the news. We're going to play this for about 2 hours or so. My plan is to learn a little bit about the game, maybe create a character, and we'll get that kind of rolling. I will offline create some more characters so that we can have like Vaughn versus Dave Colin or the Critical Drinker or some nub, right? And then we, kind of see what happens from there. All right, here it goes, guys. I think at one point we'll probably play this for about a week. What the shit? Joy-Con 2. I'm not doing what? Are you kidding me? I thought we were going to pro controller this. Critics are really hating Circus's ad. I think Angel Studios is at their we can be like Hollywood phase. You know, everybody that wants to beat Hollywood at their own game eventually be like, hey, we can be just like them. That's probably a copyright claim right there, so we want to avoid that. The last full wrestling thing I watched, I think I watched a Crown Jewel, the first Crown Jewel. I watched, what was it, 2019, the first SmackDown on Fox out of curiosity, or the first AEW not Nitro, but whatever they called it, I don't know. What are we updating? Am I oh man, I'm gonna have to sign a bunch of shit, am I? I heard, from what I my understand. Oh my lord, hold on, in case this shows like emails and stuff. All right, I'm hitting agree. This is not a normal thing. Okay, usually that TOS stuff is in the game, not okay, now we're doing this. If you want to get every item in this game instead of grinding it and buying battle passes, I guess you are allowed the opportunity to the tune of north of $1,500. That is what I've heard. So, yeah. CM Punk is on the cover, so I said, Grok, put my face over him, and Grok really didn't do that very well, so I kind of had to do it myself. Oh man, I left my green light on over there. That's why I look... Okay, there we go. Yeah. All right. Now things look a little okay. Is this working? Oh, A for accept is buried in the left corner. Oh, gee. Did I just get them to scan my body or something? What do we do? Create or log into an account? Can I just play with limited functionality required for my faction, the island, and do we want my faction, the island, any of this? Welcome, Anna. Oh Lord. I had McDonald's tonight, if you're wondering. Okay, I'm gonna hit B. Other online features. I would rather not. Welcome to WWE 2K26. Are you done reading all of the Miranda rights? The Performance Center is where you can play a series of lessons, learn the wrestling fundamentals, advanced techniques. The last wrestling game I played was so simple. You kind of just grappled up, and it was kind of like whoever reached first kind of got to do a move. And then I think you could do something, you'd get chairs and run and hit people. I don't know. I've made even more significant progress in Bayonetta 3. Got 2 new, nice. You just ate Burger King. Have it your way, have it your way. The charred broiled thing, I don't think they still do that, but they have a way of making their burgers still taste like they've been on a grill. Right? Like something like that? I don't remember. We do have Reese's Pieces tonight. I ran out of Mr. Good bars. I got Mr. Good bar kind of on sale. That's why we're eating them. And here we go. Oh, those are like people up in the upper right corner. I thought that was a mushroom. But that's like a guy going like, and I'm a girl or something. Okay, we'll go to the Performance Center and learn how to wrestle because okay, that is the Booty Girl, Vaquer, and Rhea Ripley. I know these names because the For You section and trending topics on Twitter will not give up on it. It is like the guy running. Hold on, I'm going to put this light over here. And you guys let me know if you think this looks better. Because I wasn't really getting a lot of feedback on that yesterday. They must have a deal cut on Twitter to make it so that they like straight up you have to know everything. I know more about what's going on in wrestling than basketball and football. Okay, can any of these guys actually wrestle? I'm gonna not recognize a bunch of these people. Joy-Con 2 my ass. We're not doing that. Okay, let's get going. Basic lessons. Is this a copyright strike right here with this song? Certain finishers allow you to... I haven't even learned how to punch anybody. Oh my god. The guy on the left is cringe as balls. Who is that? I have seen full-size Mr. Good bars. They have just as much chocolate as the wee little ones. There was one Halloween. Maybe it was like the Halloween around lockdown times or something, where I went all out and had like full-size candy bars for the trick-or-treaters. But I mean, it seems like each year fewer and sometimes I get like 25 trick-or-treaters, sometimes I get 75. I think for a lot of these kids, it's not a treat to go trick-or-treating. They just eat candy bars whenever they want anyway. So why go around and talk to strangers, right? Okay, Performance Center. Welcome to the Performance Center. Here you will learn the basics of WWE 2K26. Complete the objectives that appear in the top left of the screen to progress through each lesson. If you get stuck on an objective, press plus to open the pause menu for more details on the current objective. Any information not given in the Performance Center can be found in the tutorial archives. I have to dig through the damn archives. Whatever. Light attacks. Okay, yeah. Does anyone care about the story in wrestling anymore? Right? So, yeah. We'll probably skip a lot of the reading. Nowhere says, I went to Costco and saw a Switch 2 bundle selling for $520, including a micro SD card. I've heard about this bundle. You don't want the micro SD card. It's like 256 gigabyte. You want 512 at least. I almost started filling up my 512 installing this 83 gigabyte game. And a 1-year NSO. Well, now we're talking. But no game. But you do have Kirby Air Riders. The thing about that NSO subscription, it's probably no good for you because you're going to want the expansion pass, right? Would Von Fry record his own entrance theme? No, my last idea for a wrestler is a guy who has no entrance song. And his storyline is about trying to get an entrance. And he goes to Triple H and he's like, hey, I won that match. I didn't even get an entrance or anything. They gave me the jobber entrance. I was already in the ring by the time the TV cameras came on. What's with that? Well, you know, we got budget cuts. Times are tight over here. Hey, maybe at Mania, maybe by Mania, we'll have you set up. And the guy's like, okay, cool. Then he's like, everybody's really excited to see this guy's entrance. It's WrestleMania. And you hear, I'm a little teacup, short and stout. Here is my handle. Here is my spout. And the guy's like in complete disgust. And then he just forgets about the match, runs backstage, cracks a chair over Triple H and walks out. That is what the fans want. But what do I know? I'm just some guy who lives in Kansas and plays video games, whatever. All right, so we're going to try to read as little as possible here. Base NSO is better than no. You know what? Okay, now I recognize him, The Miz. He was on Road Rules, right? Or was he on Real World? I know they did a challenge and him and Jamie Chung won the challenge thing. And he had to carry her to the finish line. Man, these graphics are... Am I wrong, or does this look pretty damn good? I'm playing on a Switch too. Happy May 1st. I don't... You guys were saying something like we should tell... Should we tell Vaughn about May 1st? I don't know. Do not get the MacBook Neo. It just doesn't quite have enough Go to be of use. You'll have to daisy chain a number of components. Things won't read very fast. You can't. It doesn't have Thunderbolt. You'd regret it. All right, so let's see. Y for the light attack. Ooh, we're breaking kayfabe here. Look at how he like pulls up on that. Quit walking into my elbow, dick. Perform a directional light attack. Away and Y. For a kick. You'd think there would be another button for a kick. Skin tones look really good. Okay. Towards. I'm Ric Flair and I'm chopping down trees. Anna, try to stick around for the going off topic tonight. I do want to talk about the JP Morgan scandal thing, and I know there was some other stuff worth mentioning. I can't remember. We could watch the Resident Evil trailer teaser that came out. Try to remind me that that's what we're going to do, everybody. Heavy attacks with B, okay. Whoa. Hold on, is he supposed to get up? Forward and B is a super kick. You can just super kick a guy as a normal move now. He didn't even have to warm up the band. Look at that. I'm thinking that was forward and B. Miz, get up. I know you're like one of the oldest guys on the roster. He's got such a baby face though, doesn't he? Like he's like Ralph Macchio of white people. The Miz is eternal. Okay, this dude just totally lost balance on that. Okay. Away. You gotta get up quicker here. Quit selling. There's no audience. Alright, so it wants me to do the super kick upside the head. Damn, son. I'm not allowed to record on this game. What is this? How come every other game you can't record? Ball kick. A super kick in the balls. Little Caesars. Man, I haven't had that in so very long. I'm sorry. I just haven't. I'm trying to think when I last had Little Caesars. Reversals. As they are about to strike, X will appear over your wrestler's head. We will do one night of this playing as the girls or create a character girl. I've got a few ideas. All right, so if you have like really good reversal, oh shit. Who am Pinta? His name's Pinta? Like Nina Pinta Santa Maria type thing, right? Do they want anyone doing this reversal thing in ring? Because that's kind of like walking in through the door at the party at the Improv, and they're like, "Hey, what'd you bring?" Nothing. Yeah, like that's what this reversal thing is, right? 2000 WWF had Aura, The Rock, Stone Cold. I think it was 2000 that was developed by Aki, right? And they, what is it, AKAI? And they made the last wrestling game I played, WCW versus NWO Revenge, I think. How was your Little Caesars? Is Hot and Ready still $5, or is that not a thing? Like, I know they want to like sell you something else. Like, instead of Hot and Ready for $5, how about you get the little one with a drink and it'll be $10? There's something like that, right? Miz's face looks a little messed up. I'm looking at like the skin tones. It's not, you know, maybe in some ways this comes in a little more higher res on other consoles, because I can see like where pixels are, and usually on an Xbox game I don't seem to notice that. It was fantastic. I may actually need to try that. Casey's General Store, the gas station that sells pizza, you may be surprised how good their pizza is. Legit. Really, I'm not even kidding. It's a bit more than $5 these days, but I also got, well, yeah, you got the crazy bread. I remember when Little Caesars thing was that they made a very like rectangle pizza. I don't think they do that so much anymore. Hold any direction and tap X to dodge. We will get through this tutorial eventually. Holy shit, Miz, slow it down. You're in your like late 40s. Cool it. Realistically, shouldn't you be trying to enhance this guy's moves? Like, not make this so much a fighting game, but a in-ring performance ballet type game, if you think about it. And then you get judged by like Triple H and a bunch of Jews at the end who decide whether or not you're worth the money. I'm sure that's not how this plays out, right? This probably very much maintains kayfabe. Has anybody watched that incredibly damaging show on Netflix where they like go behind the scenes in wrestling and have all the... They think it's such a good idea. Like, if you see how the magic tricks are done, that loses the aura, right? Yeah, let's just show everybody how all this works, you know, like everybody wants to see all these guys out of character, right? Then they come up with this other garbage. No, the storyline is, but then they didn't have payoff. But then they have a show where they show that they don't give a shit about that. And then you just have a bunch of greasy Southern people talking about how much they care about the storyline still. Most bland thing I've ever seen. No colors at all. This game, or what are we talking about? His pizza is bland? What do you mean? Okay, combos. All combos start with a light attack to a standing opponent. Press light or heavy to continue your combo. Really? Starts with a light. Well, shit. Where's... Oh, no, that's... Okay, hold on. My bad. Oh, we're just going to jam lights? That doesn't look like a combo when you do the same move twice, does it? Or hell, 3 times in a row. We're calling that a combo. Miz, get your ass over here. Oh my lord, I think I just killed Miz. What's his What are we? That's his signature move? He's stunned. I mean, I guess you're supposed to pin him here, or... No, we're gonna grapple. First grapple, here we go. That looks like the frame rates dip when it swaps to that camera, doesn't it? It looks like the frame rate's a little down. The ring is bland. Yeah, you know what the ring needs is like sponsors everywhere. That's what it needs. But I guess they haven't thought about that at the Performance Center. Combo breaker. When your opponent starts a combo on their own, all right, so you want to counter press Y, B, or A during the combo. So as long as you don't press X, you're going to break it. If you guess incorrect, it's possible to break the combo of a combo breaker. Counter a combo by pressing during the combo. If you guess incorrect, so where's the guessing? When your opponent starts a combo of their own, it is possible to break the combo with a combo breaker. Counter a combo by pressing Y, B, or A during the combo. If you guess incorrectly, you'll be locked out. Am I supposed to be guessing the button they're pushing? Because that's not what it said. So shit. All right, combo me. Yeah, you break the combo, you get kicked in the balls. I mean, you certainly can sell, right? Man, the button mashing in this is going to be extreme. Zip. Why do we keep seeing that splash on the screen? What the shit? Perform heavy attacks on a down opponent and perform lighter attacks. Stay down. Am I supposed to do it again? I thought about watching that Hulk Hogan documentary, but I just know he's going to lie the whole time. Pin him in the ring. Okay, hold on. Here, let me pin you. All right, press down on it, or I'm pressing down on it. Roll over. Hold on, I need you to move a little bit. No, not signature. Shit, fine. Yeah, that was scary looking. Okay, hold on. B finisher something? Did I do this wrong? Submission. All right, so I'm going to jam Y, right? And now A, now B. All right, well, that's not a pin, but he quit. It's not letting me... When your opponent is grounded, you can press R. It's not letting me pin him. Miz. Okay, so it's not push it down, it's... Roll... Man, he's got like lacerations, man. Okay, see, I thought it was wanting me to press it down. Thank you, just bring it. I'm a noob. That was my first pin in a wrestling game since maybe 1999. Not even playing. Because I had not played a wrestling game after the N64. All right, it could have said press A to continue, but it didn't say shit. Some superstars have signature moves and finishers that can only be performed from the top rope. Okay, here we go. Oh, Randy Orton. Press A to grab your opponent. All right. After grabbing, press Y to perform a light grapple or a heavy grapple. We're going to inflict more damage. Where's the next button here? As with strikes, hold left stick directions allow you to control specific grapple. Okay. You grapple up and then you almost choose which one you're doing, I guess, by the way you said it. The N64, man, that WCW versus NWO Revenge was one of the most popular games on the console. Really, look it up. I kid you not, it is like in the top 5 best-selling games on the console. It really is. All right, is this going to let me go here? Here we go. Belly to belly. All right, so I messed him. Is this Austin Theory? Is this who you guys were talking about? Oh, my bad. Wrong move. Well, at least they gave me a wrestler who can do some stuff. Why? I'm sorry, I have to look at all these controls because I play Xbox too and everything's flipped. All right, let's make sure he gets up. Shoot. Here, get up, get up, get up. Nope. Well, if you haven't played a wrestling game this millennium, this looks pretty amazing, you know. Like graphic wise, I'm pretty sure this is more advanced than WCW vs. NWO Revenge. Here we go, here we go. There we go. Perform a light stamp, press A, and then that's what it wanted. Okay, now down. Get up. I heard the greed is like this may be the breaking ground as like the new greediest game ever. That if you want to get all the stuff in the game, it will set you back over $1,000. All right, no, hold on. It wanted me to hit A, didn't it? Jeez. Is this racist? This guy looks kind of black. Am I wrong? Because I'm one of these like Cowboy Bob Orton good old boy kids. All right. Here we go. No? I thought it said left. It's gonna crash a lot, really? I haven't had a single game crash on Switch 2. It has not happened. Xbox Series X, that's a whole different story. Down and Y, come on. None of this stuff's counting. I'm hitting perform a light grapple. Oh, grapple right. Then down in YA or something, shoot. Okay, grapple left, but now I'm backwards. All right, hold on, I think I got it. Are the Lakers down? I want to see LeBron James choke this. It's the best thing for his legacy, because otherwise you know damn well he'll find a way to duck the Thunder. Oh man, my hamstring. Well, it's too bad the Lakers got swept. That wasn't me. That was the Lakers got swept, by the way. That wasn't me. Let's see if I do this right. Basic Hulk Hogan body slam right there. Okay. Right A, down Y. Do it. I mean, we just did that. Okay, so that one is complete. Okay. Up A, down, or up B. Oh, shoot. My bad. My bad. I did the wrong one. If you start to experience frequent crashes, you have to uninstall. Joy. I was going to play this for about a week, too, man. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong thing. I don't know. Maybe this will count. Okay. I must have messed up and hit the right button. Wish I could stick around for end of stream tonight, but I have to go upstairs before baby falls asleep. Not sure when. Aw. Grab breakers. Nice work. Now let's learn how to defend against grapples. After your opponent grabs you, you can counter their grapple with a grab breaker. These work just like combo breakers. Press Y to counter a light grapple. Press B to counter a heavy grapple. Okay. Those... Man, I'm already mixed up on the buttons. It turns out most countering involves kicking people in the balls. How it turns out. Yeah, no twin tail. I need to get a good... What's his signature? Stepping on his chest? His signature move is stomping on people? I thought the RKO thing was supposed to be out of nowhere, but here it's like, wow, you can really see that coming. Let's work on my pinning. Can you do a weak-ass pin where it's just like you put your foot on them and you flex, and you don't even, like, you assume they're not even going to kick out? Break it! It's all about kicking in the balls, man. Yeah, we get it. We're playing WWE 2K26. I'm going to keep showing us. Do keep in mind you can only reverse when the round bar is yellow. Once it turns purple, you can't run, or so you're like out of stamina. Surely that's what that means, right? You're out of stamina if that's the case. You know what? Let me turn this off. I don't think you guys are liking that light a whole lot, so... Combined with certain finishers. Okay. I have to go in 30 minutes. Hopefully when I get back home, you might still... Okay. We'll probably still be on, you know. Probably going to be doing this for maybe another hour and a half or something, trying to figure this out. To run, hold ZL while moving. Press Y, B, or A while running to perform a running attack. Guys, best views. It's not cheapest views. That's weird. Keep an eye on your stamina meter. The stamina meter is shown above your head and also around your vitality meter in the HUD below. Stamina drains while you run, and you can't run without it. So in this game, Ultimate Warrior would be winded before he gets to the ring. Press, I think that is D-pad up to perform a wake-up taunt, which forces your grounded opponent to rise to their feet. Oh, okay. All right, we're going to run at him. Okay, hold on. ZL. Then we're going to taunt him to make him stand up. Okay, I thought that was a taunt. Instead, we're like hitting him too. So when is Randy Orton's retirement? They're getting rid of all the old heads, right? Nice little clothesline. Oh, so it has it. Is that what I'm talking about? Where it's just like put one foot on the guy and flex? Is that a Ultimate Warrior signature pin in this? Let me guess. It's probably going to cost you like $40 to play as Ultimate Warrior, huh? Great Khali can do that. Man, that's got to be the most boring character to play as. Chop, chop, chop. I mean, at least Ric Flair could mix it up with an eye poke and a low blow. When you expend all of your stamina, you'll be winded. While you're winded, you can't run or perform reversals. Okay, yeah. After winded timer, counter the attack. And then pin him. No, I'm winded. Hold on, I'm trying. It wants me to hit X. Shoot. God. Okay, so combo breakers and reversals, a bit different, huh? You can see this guy's taking a lot of ring damage. Look at those lacerations. You know, I wonder if this would actually look any better on Xbox. Maybe it's stuff about... Well, this is the biggest Switch game I've downloaded by far. 83 gigabytes. Saw $20 Pro Controller bundled with the Switch 2 cases. Sadly, they're under... No, yeah, that's not a real Pro Controller. Not a real Pro Controller, guys. While you're doing the finisher, immediately press the analog stick down to do a signature. You think this actually looks worse on Xbox? Really? Just bring it. What is your platform of choice? I have Xbox and Switch 2. And I'm basically new to the Switch ecosystem, so I've been catching up with a lot of games. Ah, great. Now you gotta play as the girls. Irish Whip is used to send your opponent running in whatever direction you choose. To grabbing a standing or kneeling opponent, tap A. When you aim an Irish Whip at ropes, your opponent will rebound and come running at you. Press pretty much any button except X to counterattack. If you hit them and they're too close, they'll land on the outside on the apron. Sounds kind of like what you want to happen. If you hold A instead of just tapping it, you'll perform a strong Irish Whip, also known as a hammer throw. So cause your opponent to go flying out of the ring instead of rebounding. Really? This little broad? Who is that? That's Becky Lynch. This other one, I don't know. Are there like 5 wrestlers in this game free? Like, if you're a wrestler, I'm sorry, WWE superstar, you probably get a cut of the action when someone buys your character, so you don't want to be one of the free wrestlers. right? You got it on Switch too, but it is best on PS5 and PC. Okay. The Xbox freezes every 3 seconds. When did this come out? This came out recently, right? I rented this from my library. My library rents games, and I've been playing them last few weeks. Fortunately, the ARMS case does not want to shut. That's kind of a problem, but unlocking Ultimate Warrior isn't expensive, but it must cost something, right? All right, let's Irish whip the man. I know that much. Right, press A and aim, and then just A again, huh? I think I'm Asian, but I don't know. Press Y for a strike to... Damn, that's light? They make everything look devastating. I can't believe you can throw them out of the ring that easily. That is all on Becky Lynch. You can't possibly believe this little girl threw her ass out there. Ultimate Warrior is in the free tier? So you work your way up the battle pass and eventually you can get Ultimate Warrior, huh? Oh shoot, I missed that. Corner something? Throw him into the corner. Alright, Irish whip to the corner, and this time do a running heavy. Okay, hold on. Can I pick her up from down? Like, get up here. Okay, that was pretty sloppy. See, I'm expecting a, alright, get up, now I'm gonna grab you type move, but it doesn't seem to be doing it. Okay, ZL, okay, run at her and hit A, got it. Okay, here we go. I don't mind Becky Lynch's ring gear, I believe they call it. Come on, get up. This other girl looks too fruity. Defending against Irish whips. Just like grapples, Irish whips are countered with a grab breaker. Think your opponent is going to try to Irish whip you. Press A during the grab to counter their whip. I'm sorry, but I'm getting really confused. Like, it's like there's different ways to grab. Okay, the light and heavy kicks I can kind of get, but when you have different kinds of grapples, initiating them, it's, you know, I'm kind of used to, like, in a fighting game, you hit 2 buttons to grab the defending opponent. You think the AI is going to reverse out of most of these Irish whips? If they reverse you, you will be the one flying out. EO Sky. Okay, I think I've heard of her. She's the one who says, "I'm Japanese, bitch." Is that her catchphrase? Female wrestling sucks, not gonna lie. To reverse, you basically got to press what your opponent is pressing, what you think they're going to be pushing, huh? Well, how do you stop their finisher? Hey, I think they're going to use the finisher. What do you do? And ZL to drive, then perform a rope heavy. Hold on. Press A to grab. And that, the direction is ZL to drive to the ropes. Becky, get your ass up here. Then perform a rope heavy strike. I don't know what the hell this could be. I guess we're both going outside. That's what they wanted, right? think that's what they wanted me to do. Oh, shit. How come I can't capture footage? ZR Rage? ZRB. Get back in. Get over here. To reverse you, okay. You gotta time the X button to reverse their finisher. Huh. In the game that I last played, your stamina kind of just got depleted and then you were pretty much just done. Like there was nothing you could do about it. Kind of looks like I hit my own head there just as much as her face. It's going to be hard for me to win any matches. I got to always look at my damn buttons over here. What's the best way back in? Can I reset her? She's selling so hard right now. Okay. We're gonna drive. Oh, shoot. See, I need a no, you stand up now button instead of waiting for them to get up. That's my problem. Okay, hold on. How? I didn't do shit. Okay, this guy's got some moves, that's for sure. Now drive your opponent to the corner and hit them with the light strike. Yeah, the whip thing's gonna take a little while. Okay, in the corner, shoot. No. Where are you going? Drive your opponent to the corner. And believe me, I'm trying. There, that's got to be what they want me to do. That is really cumbersome. I'm like entering like a code over here to do this. It's kind of a lot.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Dragging. Arm drag? I've heard of that. Or no. Because you can freely move first way to position your opponent. Grab your standing opponent, then press L to drag and use the left stick. Simply walk to the ropes. Limb target grapples. Light grapples. There's probably actually skill to this because the last wrestling game I played, you kind of just got kind of concussed and then your guy no longer kicked out. It was kind of just the way it went. You know, you suffer too many stinger splashes and then you're pretty much done. This, they probably play Evo. Am I right? Just bring it? Or along those lines? If you want to pick them up, you got to push the right analog stick up. Okay. Well, I'm sure this will tell me what I need to target. Okay, drag to the ropes and then... Boy, are these like the two best broads on the roster and I'm making it look this bad? Oh no, you said on the stick. All right, so here, we're gonna walk to the rope and then limb strike, right? Oh, walk her to the rope, then hit A. Shit. Well, I think I did. All right, there. I hit up on the stick like you said. Learning. Okay, walk over here. Is that a back target? Ah, shoot. Vaughn, I never tank. Who should I practice with? I can't stand... Orissa's slow. Don't bother. I know when I was last really playing Overwatch, everybody's acting like the feet guy. Sigma was in. Put her to... So I position her on the ropes. Then I select where I'm going to strike. Like, maybe like down will be legs, up will be a head thing. I'm sure that playing as a girl or a guy in this is probably a very similar experience, right? Like, they all have, like, essentially similar movesets, right? Carry slams. If you want to play tank, look, the easiest tank is Winston. You don't even got to aim. He kind of has an aim now, but a secondary attack. People don't complain about Winston on the team. He can deal with a Genji. He can place the barrier over ultimates, like to protect everybody. People don't complain too much about him. He's pretty easy. He can feed, but a lot of times you can get out of trouble. He can leap out of trouble well enough. So just try Winston. Winston's the best learning to tank guy, because at least you'll get positioning down. Don't worry, the game is not easy, even for me, and I am on the leaderboard, yet the AI is still difficult. You're on the leaderboard because everybody else's game's crashing. Is that for maybe why, though? All right, we're going to perform some carry slams. At least we got this, what is he, Irish or something? This Drew McIntyre. Okay. A, R. Okay, here we, no, wait, hold on. Shoot. And you're going over. Does that count? Evidently not. Perform a fireman's carry. A, R, and left. Okay, that's not really that clear that that's an R left. Here we go. And then B to slam him. Ultimate Warrior style right there, man. That's a finisher. And then he does a jump around and then dives on him, right? Okay, A, R up. And then a B. Kind of a weird looking power bomb to me. A, R down. Well, hold on, you're in a weird spot. Oh shit. This guy didn't shave his legs all the way either, man. B. Well, we've got a bigger move set than Roman Reigns. In this game, Roman Reigns can probably actually pick somebody up. I'd be surprised if he actually has like real life moves. Like he just gets clowned the whole match and then someone interferes. And then he does a weak ass spear. Here we go, down, and that's what you wanted me to do. B and shoulder carry. Well, that would hurt. I think that's what they wanted me to do. A, R down, or L. R and L. What the shit? Or R, L down. Okay, so what does that do? B. I mean, that took this wind out of his sails for sure, but I feel like I'm doing this the right way. A, R, no, R right, shit. I'm telling you that you can't, I can't record anything, but you can barely see the like little 3-pixel triangle next to that R. Now here we are. Power slam. God, shit. R and right analog up, but does that differ for every character? I'm trying that healer that slows down tanks. The one with the saucer hat that puts the stake in the ground. Man, delete that. Is that a chick or is that a guy? Man, that thing aggravated me. Good luck with that, sweet tea. I mean, once I got staked in the ground, it was like, hold the hell up. Corner slams. Your opponent is now positioned in the corner. You can drag or Irish whip your opponent to the other side. So the power bomb is the same for everybody. What if that character, what if that person in real life is incapable of power bomb? Okay, perform a grapple in the corner. And we've screwed that up. Is he going to walk his way to the corner? Doesn't look like it. All right, I'm going to put you in the corner. Or try to. Here we go. Someone who can't powerbomb still does a powerbomb. Okay. Position onto the top rope. Okay. R, B. R down. And then... Hold on. I think we're doing things. Is the current roster free and then you have to pay for like all the legends? Okay, let's get him up. And in a Tree of Woe position. Okay, is that a Tree of Woe? Shoot, not what I wanted. Put position on the top rope, but then Tree of Woe. All right, what's cool? I am trying to put this guy in the corner. Reposition opponent to Tree of Woe. With your opponent in the corner, press... All right, so get him in the corner, press down. Down on the right, then press B or A to perform a Tree of Woe move. Maybe that's a Drew McIntyre like thing, because I don't know what that is. Maybe it's like a signature deal. Those lifting moves can be used to throw them on aprons and stuff. Sing us a song, Piano Man? Is that what you try to say? Okay, you're in the corner. This Tree of Woe. Now what? I guess just hit B. Perform a pin to a standing opponent. A, B, and hold on. Then mid move down R. Okay. Nope, it's got to be an A. Shoot, get off of him. Oh man, I almost had him. A, down B, down R. Here we are. Here we are. No? Too early, maybe? Oh no, it's a right, left. Shit, it's not easy to see. Oh, what are you saying about Piano Man? That seemed kind of random. All right, get the pin. Here we are. We're learning. Slowest damn ref. Shit. I think this guy, is he Scottish or Irish or something? This monster I'm drinking tastes like cotton candy and battery acid. Stunned. When you do damage to your opponent, you will build up their stunned meter. Once your opponent is stunned, they'll be unable to reverse your attacks. Okay, okay, come on. We're wearing a lot of clothes to wrestle in. All right, so just generally whoop them good here. I guess if the computer just wanted to cancel you, they could probably just call your button whenever they wanted, you know? It probably feels as cheap as like Mortal Kombat 2 at the arcade. Okay. Yeah, I've got the meter filled, right? Why light attacks? Is he stunned? He should stun the opponent by using light attacks. When HBK does his sweet shin music and you combine it with the pin, he falls on them like in real. Yeah, some of that they really should have worked out, right? But I mean, if you're gonna create a character, I guess you'll just have to sample real moves, you know? I mean, am I doing this right? It says stun him. He should be stunned by now, right? Oh! Whoa! Okay, that was kind of neat. I instead of Irish whipping him to the corner, I ran to the corner and then did a jumpity thing. But it looked pretty cool. Yeah. No, I had to, it didn't seem to work just hitting him. I had to like get him all the way down, then do some kind of specialish move to really get it to work. When you fill up your special blue meter on HUD, you will be able to perform one of your strong attacks that makes your wrestler stand out. The signature move. This can hurt and potentially stun your opponent as well as giving you a finisher stock. Let's practice. That was pretty cool. ZRY. Oh, wrong button. Here, I gotta get his ass up here. ZR and Y, huh? Something of a spin powerbomb move. Nice. Kevin Owens here looks a little plastic in the face, that's for sure. His shirt and like body kind of look okay, but then the face is kind of like NPC. It said stunned once I hit him with the thing, but every other time he just kind of wasn't being stunned yet. Finishers are your most powerful moves. Now that you have a full finisher stock, you can unleash a devastating attack. Some finishers require the attacker and defender to be in a specific location or position before they can be used. When you see the prompt under the superstar, your wrestler, I guess, press ZRB. All right, let's do this. I don't know what Day of Reckoning is. What's that? Hold on, I'm doing a finisher. It's a Stone Cold Stunner. Super finishers are even more unique. Finishers that use some that only some have, huh? They do massive. So not every superstar's got. Oh man, hey, just bring it. Can that one like half black girl, the gymnast chick, Soul? Can she do? Is it Soul Snatcher where she does like a reverse flip into like an RKO or a DDT or something? I haven't played Day of Reckoning. The last wrestling game I played was WCW versus NWO Revenge from like 98. I remember the day I got it too. Went to an RV show. Good times. I want to see that Soul Snatcher. Soul Rucka. Yeah. She does a thing where she flips underneath herself. That's her corner finisher. Oh, that'd be badass. Except you got to get somebody into the corner first. Like, okay. Let's do the super finisher here. ZRB super finisher. I'm staring you down. I think he's just going to do the same thing again, honestly. Yeah. Tap B. All right, so I didn't hold it. Do I keep tapping it? What do I do? Do they let them do that? Do they let them pile drive anymore? I thought that was like banned. Press the L button close to the corner and press the finisher buttons. They do kind of prompt on the screen when you're ready to finish, which is helpful. I look like JBL. The speaker company. Like, nah, I haven't heard that. Chain wrestling. Oh, we've got our box art guy here, CM Punk. In chain wrestling, superstars fight to maintain control while inflicting damage. Chain wrestling can occur at the start of matches when superstars with the chain buff are protected from grabs and will defend with chain wrestling. Okay, well, let's just see what this... Once... This is overwhelming. We may just only do the tutorial tonight. Like, there's a lot going on here. Once chain wrestling is initiated, there are several actions you can perform. Use down left to choose which action you want to perform. Wrench to... Okay, well, I guess we'll figure... Oh, shit, come on, shit. A... Ooh, what the shit? I think I lost. No. And then... Man, I think they gave CM Punk more muscles than he actually has. He looks rather built in the shoulders and the arms. Okay, where's the chain? You can initiate rest by pressing A. The chain is... Keep it in the sweet spot. We may need to restart that. When you are in the sweet spot, it turns red. Usually that would be you fell out of the sweet spot, so it turned red. Start by initiating the chain wrestling by grabbing your opponent with A. While the chain is active, hold A to initiate if the, or hold A to initiate if the buff expires. Use the left stick to choose which action you want to perform. Okay. All right. We're going to attack and then all right, so I got him once, right? Or maybe I didn't. All right, we're looking for the sweet spot. It went green. And really nothing came. Okay, hold A once the buff. Okay, holding A, got it. Hold A to do this, got it. Do something. You're pulling his hair. I'm kind of getting it. Okay, then it wants using the perform. Oh, am I stepping on that? Shit. Early, but Rockets are leading 16-11. Well, then how'd you say Lakers lose 30, win 35%? What was that about? You meant the tonight or the series or which? Perform a switch. Oh, a switch. Shit. Okay. All right, so now we're going to switch. Got to hunt for the new spot. Here we go. That's one. Okay. Now we're going to... I don't know. Boy, that's not good TV. That's a lot of old-timey wrestling. Oh, shoot. We're working on a drive here. And then, I don't even know. It seems a little too awkward to be doing this. You know, if it was TV, right? Okay. Where you at? There we go. But look at this. It's just a bunch of grabbing. Thoughts on the Buffalo Sabres finally winning a playoff series? I know pretty much nothing about hockey. I've heard of Ovechkin, and I know he's not from around here. That's about it. So sorry, I really don't have a lot to say there. But don't blame me entirely. ESPN kind of gave up on hockey coverage. Last I was watching ESPN, it was just Skip Bayless wanting to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Hell, at this point, I'm seeing like ESPN's like Sports Center Twitter handle is like doing like wrestling shit, which seems bizarre. And also, Sports Center now tweets like it's some millennial girl. Form a switch and then press Y to strike. Okay. Oh, okay, here you go. I think the Buffalo Sabres were mentioned in Bruce Almighty. I'm in Kansas. We're free of the burden of professional sports, but not for too long. Repositioning. If you want to perform a rear grapple, move from behind. You can turn a standing opponent around by using R on the stick to spin them around. Spin around. Well, that's one way to spin them. Kind of neat. Oh man, this is like complicated stuff here.
1, 2, that's 3.
Yeah, Kansas. Dust in the wind. All right, get up. R right. A. And then what do they want me to do here? Maybe I'm holding A too long. I think that's what I'm doing. I'm holding A now to do the chain instead of what it wants me to do. All right, let's get up. Get out of the cancel. Cancel the chain. All right, stand. Turn. AY. Here we go. Here, this is what the game wanted me to do. How very 80s of you right there, right? With the back rake sort of stuff. Kansas has no hockey team. We're getting a football team. I'd rather we didn't, because then we're going to get in a bidding war with Missouri. And I kind of would rather us stay out of that. But hey, they didn't elect me governor, so. A leverage pin is a surprise pinning maneuver. This is like way deeper than I expected. I thought this would kind of be grapple button, does a bunch of random shit, run to the post and then jump off of it. Like, oh man, this is like thumb soup over here. I feel like I'm playing Pragmata again, trying to hack. The attack is how you finish the chain grappler. You got to be a Terminator first. Is Arnold in this one? I think they brought him out for like 2015 or 16. I remember seeing something about that. And they had him recreate the going into the bar thing. The attack is how you finish the chain grab. Okay. Leverage. Perform a leverage pin. These rarely work because nobody wants to look like they got put down like that, right? No, you got to put me through a table. That's the only way people will believe it. Knockout. Press R up or B when the indicator overlaps with the kick out zone to kick out. Oh, kick out how to pin. Kick out of pins. Okay. Got to play the pin minigame here. Oh, shit. All right, so that was one I missed. I got it. That's kind of cool. The last one I did, I think it was kind of just like eventually your guy just couldn't kick out. Like it just was impossible. It wasn't a skill thing. Submissions. Z and A for submission. Oh, shoot. Press B to boost your speed. When the minigame starts, use ZL or ZR to move your red bar. Sometimes a roll pin is the best way to win the match. Maybe in online rank mode, maybe. I'm telling you, the way they do this stuff in reality, they don't want to go down like that. It's manlier to be submitted. I don't think so, but they'll act like it is. Okay, here we go. Z, are we winning the fight there? Is that what we're doing? We're trying to... Did he lose? Didn't look like it. Oh, maybe I want that on the other... To move it over the... Maybe I want to rotate that to the other side. Okay, Z. That's what you want to do. Okay. Okay, oh man, I don't know if I can remember that when it comes up. That's the problem. There's a lot to process. ZRB. No, this thing said to not do that. Yeah, okay, well it's showing... It wasn't looking at the right thing. Here, we'll cancel that. ZRA. Apply submission to a standing opponent. Now this is like the submission you put on your wife. Boost. And then how does he fight out of that? How does he resist? Lakers up now. Ah, what a shame. I am looking forward to seeing LeBron duck the Thunder. You know, put a mortgage on your house for that one. Get one of those Tom Selleck reverse mortgages. LeBron will find a way to sit out so that he's not to blame for the loss. Okay, here we go. Oh, my bad. Boost. Must be a really high rate of submitting on that one right there. Body damage. You may notice down by the special and finisher meter, this is strangely more complicated than I anticipated. As a body part takes more damage, the colors will change from yellow to orange. Is it astonishing this hasn't crashed yet? Was this supposed to crash already? Or maybe once you move outside the performance center, you got to go away from the other color in the circle to escape. So maybe you see a different meter in the minigame if you're out trying to break out. All right, well, we'll target some legs and stuff here. Damage to the legs, A, then Y. Or not. When standing next to your opponent. Or is this standing next to? Next to the legs of your opponent. Shit, okay. Okay, damage the legs. Are they damaged enough? Okay, shit. You think it's a frame rate thing that causes the crash? Targeting a limb. Now that you've worked over the legs, put on a submission on the legs. ZRA. Leg finisher. This is, are we figure 4? Is that no, is that a sharpshooter? No, wait, scorpion. No, is that figure 4? Shit, maybe, I don't know. Is the sharpshooter and the figure 4 really the same thing? Let's see, 8-man matches. Yeah, now that I could see crashing the game. I could totally see that. I mean, we're doing this and it's just 2 characters. If you have a audience, you know, a referee, all this other shit. Are the referees, can you like concuss the referees and trick them into thinking you got hit by, like, hit the guy with the chair, hit the ref, and then throw the chair next to your body and fake being on the ground? Can you like do things with the ref like that? Scorpion Deathlock or Sharpshooter? I thought the Scorpion Deathlock was both legs wrenched back sitting on the guy like Walls of Jericho. I don't know what, at least 1 or at least 2 of these moves you step forward and you wrap them. Figure 4 lock is, yeah, I know that's what he calls it, but it seems like a lot of people do a thing that might look pretty similar.
In the name of all that's sacred!
Yeah, all right. Submission defense. Now your opponent will have a turn to attempt a submission. Okay, well, we're going to try to get out of that. Get up and submit your opponent. I thought I was stunned and it's going to try to submit me. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, no. I got to try to get in the zone. It moved a little bit, but I got out. No. Oh, am I fighting to get out of that? What the shit? Okay, hold. I'm gonna try to get a... So this thing moves around. And I gotta chase it down, huh? If I'm on the attack, and I gotta leave it if I'm not. It must be crazy hard to submit an opponent. Okay, but if I'm the one attacking, I want to get it, I want my color in there, right? So God. Defend the submission, then get up and submit your opponent. All right. Well, it looks like it's, you know, easier said than done, honestly. I guess eventually his little thing wears down. Use the B for a boost, a speed boost on the roof. Okay. Maybe I can get him like this. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Wears him down, kind of. There's still more. Rapid press submission minigame. This is not the longest tutorial. I had a 7-hour tutorial in Final Fantasy Tactics. I've now played too many games since then and can't remember how that works. There are 2 types of submission minigames that can be selected in the options. The slider minigame, which you have just practiced, and the rapid press minigame, which sounds like the old throwback style type thing. This sounds a lot more like, as is, I could not give my mom a controller and expect her to do any of this, you know? All right, so rapid press time. So much more basic. Oh, that's a copyright claim right there. They're playing Cult of Personality in this game. Yeah, hold on. I just got a copyright strike on YouTube. I can smell it from here. If you get the yellow dot, your bar will get bigger. Okay. It looked like his bar was getting smaller. Yes, but I do recommend getting used to the slider. This can break your Joy-Cons. You think the rapid press can break it? Because the other one, you're sliding with this, and then versus smashing. I probably need to turn off the music before more problems ensue. Top rope, a much riskier diving attack is from the top rope. These attacks do a lot of damage. All right, let's see it in practice here. Let's just get going. Perform a top, climb to the rope and hold R. Then B. Oh, that looked so jank. Are we doing this? Johnny Wrestling. Not familiar. Okay, here we go. Get to the top. Get to the top. No. Okay. From the... Knee. Okay. Perform a... Hold R. Hold R. Okay, okay. Hold on. He's going. He's going. Yeah, not within range. I thought maybe we were going to do something a little more fantastic. It looks like if you hold R, you skip being on the apron and just go outside. Yeah. Is he... Come on. Alright, I think he's going. Here we go. Light attack. And back in the day, that'd be a finisher right there. Yeah, he definitely gave the my balls. I still am amazed that they wrestled in these clothes, you know. The women now wear like all the clothes and the guys are like, I'm here in my trunks. Players complained about it because it was almost impossible to beat the AI on my faction, huh? When you are playing against a real player or high difficulty AI opponent, you gotta tap till your arm gets numb. I used to be able to tap really good. The square button on the PlayStation, you'd have to hit this boost button really fast in Final Fantasy VIII, and I could go nee, just like make my finger just start vibrating. The game just like tapped out. It was like, I've seen enough. You win the fight. Diving attacks. Let's do this. Okay, perform a mid rope and then dive. I think that counted. Okay, let's see what Y does. Is he gonna give the oh my balls? Get him with this. Oh, okay. Standing springboard. While standing by the ropes, press L and Y. God, there's a lot of double duty being done by these controls, it seems. Some of this stuff in like the 80s would be like, oh my God, can you believe that? He reinvented wrestling. Springboards, running springboard. Run towards the opponent's ZL. Then hold the L button towards the rope and press Y. High risk maneuver. Okay, you got it. No shit. ZL. Nope, I don't think that quite worked. Hey, okay, you gonna follow me over here? I think he might be a little winded. Okay, here we go. That wasn't quite a move, but everyone has different dives. Like RVD has like 5-star frog splash finishers. He has five. Okay. But I am definitely waiting for Jeff Hardy to do this one. Is he not in this? I guess the season is young and they're going to be adding everybody. But here's the problem. They're going to have a new game next year. And then you're supposed to buy everything again, right? Apron dive. This is popular now, isn't it? I see everybody lining up to like catch the girl that's going to jump over the rope, and then everybody falls down like bowling ball pins. Jeff Hardy will be in Battle Pass in season 4. When did this come out, and what season is it? Fantastic. Now we'll get back to the apron and perform a springboard from the apron. Okay. All right, hold on. Okay. Perform. Ooh. Well, at least he kind of made that adjustment for me. I'm not buying the next game, to be honest. I've heard a lot of people say that. I've had other people say, I'm not playing it. Tell me if it's any good. I'm like, why are you asking me if I'm going to tell you if it's any good? I hardly know anything about this. It's in season 2 right now. Yeah. I feel like all of TKO has gotten way predatory with the pricing. We're not maximizing opportunity on these tickets. We need to gouge the people who made it their life commitment to like our product. Take all their money. Make sure they leave nothing for their family. That's pretty much been the MO, hasn't it? Can't believe that asshat, that Shapiro guy, actually spoke out and was talking about how they weren't charging enough for tickets. What a dick. Should have got fired on the spot. But I'm sure him getting fired would have resulted in like a $50 million golden parachute, right? Barricade dive. Let's go. Okay. R. No. Okay. L plus R to climb. I frankly have never seen anyone do that. It seems to me like they do not use these. It's a lot more about time to break the announce table. I don't frankly like calling it an announce table. It seems like it's an announcer's table. I think that announce table has become like new mud show, outlaw wrestling talk. What do they call it? What do they call the wrestling lingo? Like Mark talk or something? To get all the, basically, you have to gamble. Yeah, but the problem is, it would be one thing if this was a 10-year ongoing game, if this was Fortnite and you had battle passes all the time, but for you to start over every year is not a good business model. If this was Fortnite, you got to get Ultimate Warrior, but this week only, log in and do the activities. There could be something there. But instead, they're like, you know, we'd make more money if just 100 people paid $1,000, is the way they see it. You know, it's not a smart business move, but in the short term, it looks good for the stock, and the shareholders are more important than our fans. Jesus. I'm glad somebody agrees with me. Thanks for joining tonight. Bring it. We're going to eventually finish this tutorial, right? Or did we just finish it? It's a long one. Third-person camera. When using the third-person camera, is there a first-person camera? Your view will move with you as you navigate. I'm just going to unlock what I can and play this for a decade. It's going to be like there's an old wrestling game people keep updating the characters to. I'm trying to remember what. Fire Pro Wrestling. Has it been deemed that 2026 is going to be the Fire Pro Wrestling of WWE? That's the one we keep going to. It is the King of Fighters 1998 of the group. Perform. Oh man, this is. I don't think I like this. Let's go back to the hard camera. Can I shoot? Oh, No Mercy's the one people play? That's old as balls, isn't it? I don't think you can mod something up enough. You know, it's got an engine to it that's pretty old. This camera is garbage. It is. Anytime you can snap the camera's view to face forward, press RZ. Give me more things to have to memorize. Okay, hold on. What the shit? So this way you can turn away from them, or? Oh, come on, lift him up. Now he can't lift him up. The right stick is the camera. This sucks. You got like a whole different set of moves with this camera. Oh my lord. Why did it have to do this? This game is not for casuals at all. This game should... It just said, we want your money. Just give us your damn money, right? Okay, how do I turn this off? As you can see, the combat in third-person camera sucks ass. When using this camera, make sure you immediately switch to another one, because R is controlling your camera actions, such as pin... A reposition. So what the shit? Why would I want to control this camera? Press to turn. Is it just wanting me? I don't know what it's wanting me to do. Perform a rear grapple. ZR and shit me. Just finish the damn tutorial. The AI is going to know all the buttons, and I'm going to be learning the buttons. This could be a pretty rough week of streaming. I was planning to do different like themes around this each day until I have to return this to my library Thursday. R. And now turn them, and then A, and then Y. Right? God's sake, this is awful. Most people use it because Andre Giant, his ass blocks your view in tag matches. In tag matches with Andre, you can't see shit. So you have to change this camera. Please get me out of this camera. Finish this. It's trying to tell you now you have to hold ZR to do everything because you have this stupid camera on. That is not a third-person camera. The basic camera is technically a third-person view. His cellulite ass.
Yeah, go to church. Find Jesus. Like, I mean, why is everybody so horny here?
All right, time for the hardcore stuff. We've got a ginger. We've got a guy with a lot of tattoos. They're probably real. Sometimes matches get pretty heated and weapons may need to be introduced. Can you bring him out from under the ring? To find a weapon under the ring, move to the ring apron outside the ring and press L to look under the ring where the weapon wheel will appear. There's a wheel with all the weapons, I'm sure, right? Once you have a weapon, while holding it, press Y to attack with it. If you drop your weapon or find a weapon on the ground, press L to pick it up. Like, I'll remember this. Okay, we're leaving. We're trying to get... Hold on, maybe if I hit the R button. All right, no. Chair, right? Now, into the ring and hit the ginger. What one does. The Rock, Cena, Stone Cold, Kurt Angle will forever be my favorite wrestlers. Those are some good names right there. I feel like Kurt Angle's legacy is growing in a way, right? Because if it wasn't for him, does TNA slash... what did they call it after that? Now it's TNA again. Does that even remain? Doesn't he kind of keep that afloat, you know? He could do pretty much any move. He could do a comedy character if needed. He sure as shit looked like he could wrestle. So he could cut some kind of promo. Like, I mean, really doesn't have a lot of weaknesses, you know? My problem with The Rock is I feel like he's a comedy character. I can't take him seriously. I think Stone Cold is kind of like the best promo. He kind of like cut a promo so ahead of its time, they had to like change the whole business, you know? But his in-ring work is pretty limited. As they finally started to put the rocket on his back, his knees were shot and pretty much all he could do was brawl. Even with that limitation, made it work in the promos, you know? Cena, I haven't really seen a lot of. I kind of haven't really been in this much, so I haven't seen a lot of his stuff. I'm familiar with the guy from showing up in movies and a little bit of whatever in the news, but Haven't seen like whole matches of John Cena. Stone Cold was special because he made STH so fake look real. Shit so fake look real. No, I would feel like the guy that does that is Bret Hart. Because Bret Hart's matches looked really authentic at a time when I think you could get people to be like, hold on a minute, is this real or not? I feel like that's Bret Hart's strong suit. But he didn't really have much in the way of a promo thing. And he didn't really have the most moves, but he made everything look authentic. All right, we're throwing weapons now. Pick it up and chuck it. Oh man, I miss rank, like I miss the like really jank ragdoll. I miss that. Like I want to play Fight Night on the original Xbox so bad because of the jank ragdoll. Encyclopedia Britannica, how you doing? I'm learning this game. It's taking me, it looks like it's going to take 2 hours to get through the tutorial. Maybe I'll do a match with the computer after this. I decided not to fall prey to their weird, bring a table to the ring. Oh, shoot. I didn't sign, they had me wanting to create an account. I just ran this game from my library, and then the game wants me to like create an account. Oh shit, not that. That's not a table. Okay. Who even uses that? Do they have valets? Like, okay. No. Shoot. Well, it says here you're Cyclopedia Brown, but it's going to be hard for me to remember that if it doesn't. Hold on. Weapon wheel. Bret Hart sucked, Vaughn. I'll die on this hill. I know he wasn't that good for the business, and he is like a real sad sack, blaming everybody for everything. But I'm saying his in-ring work was pretty strong. I think on the whole, though, he doesn't quite make like the Mount Rushmore. I think somebody like Kurt Angle makes a lot more sense. Press B with the table. Okay, hold on. We'll pick it up. This is not usually how tables work. Nice looking particle board. Oh, wow. Nice flippity flip of the table. That's not easy to do. Slam through the table. Throw people off of high places. They went to some Australian company and sucked. They then went... Who's they? Who went to an Australian company? Are you talking about like ExpressVPN? Okay, grab the opponent. Drag him. You ass. Okay. Lord, no, not like that. He's at the table, right? Is this gonna go? I'm not too unhappy about that. You couldn't bring tables out in the WCW NWO Revenge on N64. The most fun areas are the backstage areas. I bet. Yeah. There's an old wrestling game I'm looking forward to playing when I get my Neo Geo AES Plus called 3 Count Bout that had like the 90s Japanese cars in the backstage area. Like I could see like my old high school car in the thing. I saw a video about it. And I'm like, hey, it's a 300ZX. I want to throw somebody on that. Radio Sports Guy was having a hard time why men of 40 were still watching wrestling. Hey, we still watch. I was explaining that to my mom. Like, you know, the shit that happens in Outlander isn't real also. The difference is the not real things are done in real time in wrestling. I think the problem with WWE though is the writing for their storyline skews really young while jacking the price up where kids cannot reasonably afford to go when the show comes to town. That's not a good business model. Now, short term, oh, it makes it look good for the stock numbers. But I don't see that really working, you know? I mean, look, if we only cared about stuff that was real, then we'd watch, I don't know, which sport isn't being rigged right now, right? I mean, I have some ideas for some sports that are not going to be rigged, but I'd have to go to North Korea to do them. Want to try something the game doesn't teach you? Sure. What's that? Lean a table. Lean a table in the corner. Well, I believe this one is broken. No, okay, is it L? Hold R? Maybe I'm out of tables. Poor Ginger. Hold L, grab a table, hit A. We keep a good stock of tables under the ring for safety. I don't know why else they have them. No, the game made me push that. Okay. Let's get in. Oh! Oh, he just... he just slammed the table into his head. Okay. Pick it up. In the corner with the table. Here we go. Lean. Yes. Now we're going to throw him into it, right? Up on the right stick. Grab and Irish whip into the thing. No? Okay, maybe something like this. Alright, hey, it works. Press B, then right trigger and right analog down. Then walk towards the ropes with him and power bomb, and then you can throw him out of the ring with B. I'm sorry, that sounds too complicated. So you got to drive him towards the rope. B, right trigger. Here, I'll give it a shot if it lets me here. B, right trigger. Oh, shit. B, right trigger and right on the stick. No, he's not. Maybe that's not his thing. I don't know. Maybe because he wasn't facing me right there. Maybe it's not B. Maybe you're thinking of, I think A. A makes more sense here. I don't know. Pick him up with powerbomb. If I can remember how to do that. A is grab. A is the grab. On this controller. On the Switch 2. Just grab him and then walk towards the... I think I have to like... I don't think it's that simple. Lean your opponent against the table, then press R up to lay them on the table. Okay, hold on. Please, you go. Maybe I'm out of tables on that side. You can get a ladder. Lean your opponent against the table, then press R. A, then right trigger and analog. I was trying that too and was struggling. All right, I got to get this guy back in here. He's... Maybe I can throw him back in. Maybe not. There we go. Okay. Lean the opponent against the table. All right, so how do I lean him against it? That's the question. ZR fast, huh? I'm trying it here. He's just punching when I try it. I don't think that's going to work. Now I'm trying to remember how to Irish whip. I think I have to drive him into that. Here we go. Are we slamming him? God. No. Come back in. Get in here. Stay inside. No, what are we? Okay. In you go. Let's get you back in here. We've got, okay, lean him against the thing. I'm trying to get him to... I'm just trying to finish the tutorial at this rate. This is a 2-hour tutorial, man. He has no stamina. He's not, like, getting back inside on his own. I have to, like, mess with him. Okay, can I get in? Wait, no. Oh, no, we're running out of... Get in there. Lean your opponent. Okay, believe me, I'm trying to Irish whip him into that. I am. Got my... I'm in the right direction here. Here we go. Finally, is he doing it? I hit up on the stick. That is a up on the right stick. Press up to lay them on the table. Lean your opponent against... Is this supposed to be lean? Is this supposed to be a table that is planted? Maybe, like a properly set up table? Okay, here we go. We're setting the table up. Now... Then press to lay them on the table. Okay, okay, okay. Lay them on the table. Okay. So this is where you set them on the table, then you dive on them. Okay, we got to get him over here. So let's have him walk towards me, since that's easier. Come on. Wake up. All right, lay on the table. Lay. Is he doing it? Shit. How did that table just... No, this... I think what it wants me to do is lay him on the table. Dive onto your opponent through a table. So I need him to lay on the table first. Okay, pick up the table. Plant the table. There we go. Okay, here we go. So walk with him with L. I'm still in the tutorial. This is ridiculous. This is not a noob game. A, L. We're walking over here, and then we're going to hit up on the stick. Right? No. Come on. It says up on the right stick. Finally. Okay, now we're going to jump off of this, I believe. Big move. Okay, maybe that was too far. Ladders. To climb, press the X button to move your left foot, then the Y button to move your right foot. No, actually, it'd be Y for left hand, X for right hand. Then you have to move your left foot with B, and then A for the right foot. If you want to win Money in the Bank, and I don't... Okay, is there a Money in the Bank up there? I'm not seeing it. Okay. God, he doesn't... Well, at least he's showing off. We're getting a ladder. Chutes and ladders. Do people say snakes and ladders and chutes and ladders? Is that the same thing? Different? I don't know. Maybe it's different. God, you... Okay. No, get off that. You're not the warrior. Okay. In the center of the ring. Got it. Where's the briefcase? Climb the ladder. We're going up, up, up. This is our moment. You and me together, we're golden. L to reach. Believe me, I'm hitting L. What are you doing? Did it give me a guy with Down syndrome? Oh, rat. Okay. Trying it again. I know I wasn't quite in the middle, but you are supposed to be an adult. You should have some size. Okay, is that not center enough? Okay, God, what are we doing? You know what? Can I just hit him with this? Reach! Am I supposed to hit X? A. A. What? No. This is not going to bode well for me. X. I honestly need to look at the buttons. It is not easy playing on two different consoles. You can't just simply grab it. You've got to be like in the right spot and then, oh, no, okay, hold on. I'll take a step down. Let me gather my breath and go back up. I quit. In the I quit match, you must get your opponent to say the words I quit. What do? Put your hand in their mouth and like jiggle their tongue around? Or maybe you like jam your forearm up their butt and like work them like a sock puppet. PlayStation to Switch is probably easier because you don't have an XY BA swap. You have a Y. Why, that's a square. You know, on Xbox it's so much worse because I'm like, hit the A button to continue, but over on Xbox it is the A button and it's on the left where the B button is. On Nintendo games they want you to hit A to continue, but that's where the B button is, which it's pretty atrocious. I think the PlayStation to Switch thing is way more manageable. You don't want to see me try playing a rhythm game. Okay, first you will be asked to quit. Press B as the indicator passes through the green zone to fill up your meter to the top to say no. If the meter drains to the bottom, you will say I quit. Beat them to a pulp instead of pinning the ref. We'll ask you if he quits. If you beat him to a pulp instead of pinning, the ref will just ask. Yeah, they're Japanese, but so is Sony. No. He said no? No, wait, that's me. Oba Femi. Sean Spears. I've never heard of either of these guys. Okay. Well, I guess I said no. No! Limb damage. When you damage a body part on the limb damage indicator on the HUD, it will make the green zones for your opponent smaller, making more likely they'll say I quit. All right, we're working on the legs, I guess. Or the arm. There, now we're working on the zone. Can I hit B instead? Maybe not. Is he gonna quit? You better quit, son. Is he the new Lesnar because they let him beat Lesnar? I guess Lesnar had to retire to this guy, and I hadn't even heard of this guy before, but they made him do it. I've heard about the thing. The only clip I've seen from the match is Lesnar retiring. But they probably made him lose to a black guy so he didn't seem racist or something, you know, to try to like defer attention from other scandals. Analog down to ask if he quits. Okay. Earning blockers. Blockers prevent your opponent from winning the minigame. John Cena was in a movie called Blockers. You can earn blockers by performing big spots. Calling them spots is very insider mark lingo. I'm forgetting what they call that. Yeah, like inside wrestling stuff to say spots or, yeah, I feel like. In the mini game, you can place down blockers by pressing B as the indicator moves around the dial. All right, we're going to block you. B. Use a super finisher. Am I doing it? Where's the blocker? Use a super finisher on your... Then why was it saying anything about blocking? Sure felt like I did this already. Right now, does it want me to pin him? I try to block him from using that one. I only have one block, I guess. Okay. Is that not what it wanted me to do? Shit. ZRB, come on. Oh, now he didn't quit? Gotta restart, so. You used up one finisher. Never quit. Really? I had to go all the way back here? No. Never quit. Then hit him. Okay. You need 3 finishers to super. Limb damage again. Stand by the legs and then target the legs. All right, he wants to quit now. You need 3. Okay. Earning blockers. Blockers prevent your opponent from winning the minigame. You can earn blockers by performing big spots during the match. So perform 3 finishers. Then when he tries to quit, I can block him 3 times. Is that what you're saying? Okay, here we go. Then we'll ask him if he wants to quit. Or not. Okay, here we go, here we go. Now we're going to ask him.
Yes, I quit.
Well, I only earned 1. I tried to put more down, but it wouldn't do it. Okay, did I not just win? Isn't that what it wanted me to do? All right. Maybe it wants me to keep going. Maybe I blocked 1 each time I ask him. Here we go. No.
Yes, I quit.
How am I not doing a super one? What's the... I don't see the difference. I'm pushing the same buttons. See if I can build another super, or is it a long ways away? All right, let's get another super going here. CR... Oh, shoot. All right, I'm not too far off. Maybe the taunting helps. That's a good block right there.
Yes, I quit.
Okay. It is. It's really small on my screen too. I have a 55-inch OLED. ZRMB is all it's saying right there. Charged finisher. I think I have to get that orange all the way up, right? Maybe I screwed up and used it too bad. This guy's gonna have some real orthopedic issues later in life. Strawberry matcha. I don't know what that is. I know what a strawberry is. Is matcha coffee? Or is that mocha? It's the next chocolate matcha. Use a super finisher. It definitely wants me to use a super finisher. Use a super finisher on your opponent, which I failed to do. So I do have to get this gauge back. See if I can jump over this and hit him. Yeah, it wants me. Okay, I'll look at the moves when I get him back inside. Moves. Finisher. Sit super. Sit out last ride power bomb. Standing front. Ring and outside. Signature. Sit out last ride power bomb 2. Super. Payback ZRX. What is that? Is that your receipt? ZR plus B when available. It says finisher. And then it says super. Standing in front. But that's all I can see about that, so. All right, that built some stuff up. So work on some signature moves. We want to get that meter, right? The meter really went up with the signature, but he doesn't have the signature again. They do a combo before the finisher. Okay. Did not want to do that. I almost could have gone through the tutorial part again and just had the damn thing. I realize, but I'm getting that meter so slow. Now, how do I do the taunts to maybe build that up? That's not doing it.
Quit.
Okay, kind of almost there. My lord, it takes forever. So different wrestlers have different paybacks. So I guess that's when you counter, and then they, or well, you said the payback is a combo they do before the finisher, huh? I don't know why he's turning him around like that, but okay. Hold on. If I hit these, okay. Some of these moves I've done like 2 hours ago, and I can't remember. Just keep tapping punch, and I'll get there. All right, that's almost full, right? Charged finisher. I'm holding ZR and B. I'm holding it down. I'm charging it, right? Maybe I wasn't there yet. Signature and finisher are different, right? Okay, it's full. It's full now. Okay. Tap ZR and B. All right, I just tapped it real quick. I think he's doing it. Things got really chromatic aberration-y. That had nothing to do with putting down blockers. Now ask your opponent if they quit. Now, okay, now I'm probably putting down... I got 2 blockers for him. Okay, I see what we're doing. That'd be... This I Quit might be like this game's version of like the Iron Man match, huh? Okay. I'm sure if you've been playing the 2K games for like 5 years, it's probably, you know, this probably makes more sense to you. This is like throwing somebody into Overwatch, try and explain that to them, you know? It's going to take a long time in some of these games these days for anybody to get a grasp of it. And there's probably more tutorial, right? Final exam. Here we go. Oh, hey, I'm Scott Steiner's nephew. Show us what you've got. You got it. All right, cut a promo in the ring right here. Seth Rollins is that tall? I know he's got a lot of neck, like a velociraptor, but come on. All right, I learned a few things about grabbing tables and stuff. Oops. Yeah, I think Mankind insisted on keep getting hit, and it probably did some actual damage to him. I know what you're talking about. Okay, are we just not getting anything else out of there? I guess not. Get on the... No, get on the turnbuckle. Nice. Very much like his uncle right there.
1, 2, ring it.
Come on, that's final exam. That should win. Rage. Heavy attack to your standing opponent. They just want you to do everything, huh? Lean Seth on the rope and do a signature. Believe me, the leaning them on the rope is not that easy. It's not saying signature there. I mean, what's his signature? A spear? I guess you probably have to earn your signature yet. Huh. Alright, so hold on. I hold ZL, and then I can walk him somewhere. Shit. How very macho man of you. Yeah, I think you have to build it up, huh? The blue bar is your signature. Okay, okay. That's kind of confusing. You have a signature and a super. Let's do what the game wants me to do here. Nice. Reposition your opponent. Reposition the opponent on top of the rope. Oh boy, that's hard to do. Perform a move. Hold on. Reposition opponent to the top of the rope, which I can't remember how I did that. I think I need to throw him over there. Then press B or A to perform a top rope. Okay, okay. This is... Dan, this is way too complicated. I mean, we've got one of the guys on the leaderboard in here trying to help me out with this. And it doesn't look awful. Like, I gotta say, it looks pretty good. It looks very next gen for a Switch title here. Okay, there he is. Okay, there we go, there we go. If you didn't have that written in the corner, can you remember any of that? My God. Wake up taunt. Oh no, okay, so hold on, you knock him down first. And then you perform the up here, and that'll make him get up. Okay, now we've got a signature ready. Get up, come on. What are you? Your wife's a ginger. Get over here. A, Y. I am hitting Y, right? All right, now let's do that signature thing you're talking about. Get up, come on now. I've been with your wife. Ah, shit. Okay, here we go. Can we signature here? Stand A, down, left bumper. You get used to it the more you play one of these, but coming back after, yeah. How about if you haven't played since 1998's WCW versus NWO Revenge? This is basically a whole different genre here. Grapple combo, okay. Ooh, look at the sweat on his back. He must have shaved his back really well today. Get that meter up. Perform an opponent taunt to buff meter. Okay. Did I pass? No? Perform a reversal. Here we go. I hit the button. Late my ass. Come on. Aren't these guys in the same faction? Or they were or something? I don't know. Why when your opponent has grabbed you? Shoot. Alright, here we go. I guess that's a signature right there. That didn't look like a spear very much. They're enemies now. It seems like they only make people friends to become enemies, you know, every time. Like, it needs to not happen on occasion so you don't know what's going to happen. Hold, then hold R. Okay, here we go. Then B. Let's... That looked sloppy, but whatever. Perform a carry power bomb. Shoot. No, wait, not like that. Okay, let's get him up. Pause. A. And here we go. No. A. And there. Okay, here we go, right? Am I carrying him anywhere? And then press B. Like, just anytime. Spear is running and then press the finisher. Oh, okay, so I see. He starts going with it. No, this is a little something different right here for the signature. Is that a code breaker? What is that? That's a thing, right? Like, okay, finisher, RB. ZRB, not happening. I guess he needs to be standing up. ZRB, I'm doing, please, believe me, I'm hitting ZRB here. He definitely needs to be running. It doesn't mention that, but like you're saying, he has to be running first. They don't really have a lot of variety. I have a lot of fresh ideas. I actually applied for a job writing for the WWE. They never even contacted my ass.
1, 2, bring it.
Final exam complete. Wow, that was brutally dumb. It had its moments. There was some moments there where I was like, you know what, that was kind of cool. But it was way overcomplicated. Is this Andrew WK? Alright, well, let's get out of there before I get a copyright claim. Tomorrow, I'll try doing some matches as people or make a character or something, or try to figure things out. I think we need to turn off getting me in trouble music. How do we do that? If only I could find, when YouTube says you were using copyright, I'm like, clearly I was trying to figure out how to not. Okay. Oh, that's the girl that fights the guys. I kind of like her. Game quit, menu controls, leader jukebox, remove from, how, turn off the music next time in settings. Yeah, I'd like to figure out just all music. Because, yeah, this is a copyright claim in the making right here. It's probably happening. I'm surprised I'm still on YouTube. entrance, game soundtracks. I guess we just check all and then hit remove from playlist. No. Audio volume, commentary music. Well, I mean, look, if I can get some music in there, that'd be fine, right? Shoot. How do I go back to default? In extras, I don't see a streamer setting. One would... It's not... No, I see audio... There's a jukebox, yes, but this would be if you wanted to listen to the music specifically. It's not awful. It's not an... They could use a lot worse, right? But I have a problem. I think Andrew WK and his wife with the giant knockers is going to, like, sue me for using this, you know? She's one of the two broke girls, something like that. Yeah, I guess I really have no choice but to just make it a boring, no music stream, you know? Okay, so next time, let's see, tomorrow night, yeah, it could be way more abrasive. It could be like, did I just turn off the volume or not? Except, oh, wait. Safe mode, creator safe mode, that's it. You see it? Is that just no music? Like, wow, you guys really did a great job putting in some placeholder music. Or not. I guess tomorrow we will play with some superstars, or should I create a character? I'm going to create a character. I have an idea for a storyline. We've talked about it here on the channel last few days when I said I was going to rent this. Not rent, but, you know, I checked it out from my library. And let's see. I was thinking we'd play this for about a week. I could make a guy and then try to do some story stuff. And then create a girl and see what... Or maybe I should just play with the superstars a little bit tomorrow and try to get a feel for the game and do some backstage fighting before we start like a my character. I think that sounds pretty good. We're going to go into the members chat off. It's a it is open to Twitch and channel members on YouTube for the time being, but I'm going to go off topic. I have a few news stories I want to comment on, not necessarily game related. I have to switch over and fire up the Xbox to do that. I may take a few days to create some characters off stream so that we don't spend forever making a bunch of characters. So like I'll create a character and then like live. And then when I figure out how to do that, I'll make some other characters for them to fight or things. But I'm going to start the timer here. Give me 5 minutes to start the members only chat. Even though I think I drove everybody off by playing this game badly in a tutorial. And if you want to stick around, it's still up on Twitch. It'll keep on Twitch, even though I don't seem to be getting kicked off Twitch doing this. The Twitch handle, Legendary Badass, just type legendarybadass.com and it'll take you, to the stuff. You can just download other people's characters. Oh, can you? Well, how do you do... I probably don't have that because community creations, you have to have a 2K account, and I didn't set that up. Wow, there's a lot of things happening here. 2K account reward ready. Where did I see that? I swear I saw creator. Okay, am I on it? If this thing shifts around. Steam Machine, is it? I feel like, ah, shit. I'm probably not supposed to show that code to everybody. God. Okay, I'll sign up for that after the stream and whatever, and or make an account or some garbage. And well, now that you guys can see the account number, you're going to like charge my credit card or something, right? Or is that going to give a different number every time I push it? Wait, what happened now? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, everybody can like spend my money on Ultimate Warrior or something like that, right? Some gal with feathers? Shit. Well, we're going to start the members only chat. You can go to legendarybass.com. That'll take it over to the Twitch if you want to stick around. Luciferian, we can talk about Steam Machine. We can watch the Resident Evil teaser trailer, JP Morgan nonsense. Otherwise, yeah, I got to get that set up on Xbox. If you made it this far, wait until marriage counseling. And big shout out to Just Bring It for guiding me through the tutorial. That must have been like pulling teeth.